I'm going to give you a quick summary of our eco column project. So starting off with the pictures, this is Andy punching holes through the water bottle so that our whole eco column would be connected. Here's Giselle cutting the top of the water bottle so that we could connect all 8 water bottles to form one big column. And so there she is constructing it. So I'm going to show you now the animals that we had. So we had 2 goldfish in our aquatic chamber, and then we had a beetle in our terrestrial chamber, and then we had a lizard in our predator chamber. And so together we had 4 chambers. And so there's Andy taking a soil sample, and then there's me taking a water sample. So our data that we collected was for September 23rd. Our nitrogen level was adequate, phosphate was adequate, potassium was adequate, and pH was 7. For the water, it was nitrate 5 ppm, phosphate 1 ppm, dissolved oxygen 4 ppm, pH 8, temperature 22.5, and saturation was 46. Then for soil, we had nitrogen adequate, phosphate adequate, potassium sufficient, and pH 7. Then water, we had nitrate 20 ppm, phosphate 2 ppm, dissolved oxygen 4 ppm, pH 8, temperature 20, and percent saturation was 44. And then for October the 7th, our soil, nitrogen was adequate, phosphate was deficient, and potassium was sufficient. pH was 7. So for water, our nitrate was 5 ppm, phosphate 1 ppm, dissolved oxygen 4 ppm, pH 8, temperature 20, and percent saturation 44. And then our last day was the 14th, so that was about a month. So nitrogen and potassium were sufficient, phosphate was adequate, pH was 7.5. For water, nitrate was 5 ppm, phosphate was 1 ppm, dissolved oxygen was 8 ppm, pH was 8, temperature was 20, and percent saturation was 88. So that's our whole project.